So today begins, I guess, the first day of us trying to get some peanuts dug. I'm actually having to move to a field from where we first started planting because it's too wet. I'm riding by this turf grass field. They're irrigating out there. But anyway, trying to get started digging today, but it's sort of wet, so we're trying to find a field that's not too wet to dig. And I just got a notification. But anyway, got the digger back there, 4-row digger, and we're gonna try and see what it does down here in this field down the road. There's one of our bean fields. I've been watching some of the farmers is picking beans already, and as you can see, our beans has still got some green to them, so it'll be a while before we get to them. But we're gonna get to this field and see what it'll do. Yeah, we got the duals pulled off of my my tractor, and we left the hub on because there's no need in taking it off no longer than we've had the duals off. So we left that hub on. I know it looks funny, and the tractor looks crazy without the dual wheels on the front and the back. But yeah, we got a modest 4-row digger, and I'm gonna try and get to it. So we're out here. I can't really do a bunch of recording, especially being that we don't have the auto steering here. But I gotta gauge the depth of the digger to make sure it's digging at the right depth and showing about the right amount of tap root. So we're only doing 2 miles an hour, very slow. And you gotta watch the monitor, make sure that it's at the same speed. That's the speed that moves the conveyor belt on the digger. And you want the conveyor speed and the ground speed to be about the same. I'm gonna get out right quick and look at it, see if it's showing about the amount of about the right amount of tap root that needs to be shown. See, there's a lot of dirt on them. You don't want a lot of dirt on it like that, and that's primarily because it's wet. I think it's probably a little too wet to be digging. But you guys remember how them peanut bushes was turned up? This is what it looks like when the digger turns them up. So we're back in. And Dan's gonna come check it out so we can tell whether or not we need to be digging or if we need to wait for it to dry. So I'm coming back down right beside where I dug, simply because this is only a test run. Usually we dig a pattern of 16 rows one way and then 16 rows the other way. But I'm just doing a test run, so that's why I'm right beside the same pass. Like I said, I can't really get good footage because got to be focused on staying in the middles and watching the depth on the bushes. Don't want to get too much dirt on them. But like I said, it's sort of wet, so it's still showing that it's quite a bit of dirt on the tap roots, and that makes bad for picking because the peanut picker doesn't clean them good, and that also brings the grade down when you take it to the market. So we don't want a lot of dirt on it, and it also will clog up the machine if the dirt is moist. When the leaves are wet, it will cause the machine to clog up where the dirt's supposed to fall through the grater on the peanut picker. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys this little bit of footage. We've got started digging today, and we're gonna see how it turns out. So it's too wet down here too, so that was what we call the turkey field. So we're heading back to the shop, and Dan said we'll probably, if it doesn't rain, we could get started digging again on Wednesday. I guess I'll get back to mowing corn stalks where we'll have peanuts for next year. That's what I was doing last week. And as we're going by, once again, they irrigating. I don't know why they're irrigating out there when we just got probably 2 inches of rain not too long ago. I think that's that zoysia grass they got out there. And we'll pull them back up to the shop where we first started to try that. This was the first field that we planted. Made a couple of rounds out there, and it was too wet. So like I said, I'm gonna switch jobs. We're gonna go see if we can get some corn stalks mowed. This is the new tractor, got hooked up to the other digger. Got the dual wheels off of it. So we are gonna take the dual wheels off, take the dual tires off, so we can hook up to the peanut digger and start working on the peanut digger. Get it ready so we can dig some peanuts later. Well, that's one down, one dual tire off. Got that side to take off, and then we're gonna have to move, I think he said we're gonna have to move this tire in about 2 inches so that it will be set on the right spacing with this side. Got both of the duals off now. It looks a little wimpy now with the dual wheels off, but that don't change the horsepower or the beauty of it. Yeah, so when I had got out of the tractor earlier, when they were both pulled up together, I was like, Dan, you think you're doing something because your tractor got them tall tires on it. This tractor was sitting as tall as the 83 because it's got the tall tires on it. And they both look sort of skimpy because the dual wheels are off of them. But yeah, we dig with 2 4-row diggers, modest diggers, and these jokers are heavy. These modest diggers are heavier than the KMC that a lot of people dig with. So you got to have a nice stack of weights on them to hold them 4-row diggers. So as you guys can see, I've been mowing some already. Like I said, it's too wet to dig peanuts, so I'm mowing some corn stalks so that they can be decaying over this winter. That way, when we go to these fields that we'll be putting peanuts on next year, the stalks will disc up easily. And I'm mowing 6 rows at the time with this 14-foot bush hog. Going about 10 miles an hour. I'm slowed down to do this video because it's so bumpy. But yeah, so I gotta preach Sunday, and I'm probably not gonna be too active making a lot of videos this week, but I am gonna be listening to my speaker, listening to that YouVersion Bible app, getting that word in. So you guys keep me lifted in prayer as I have to go forth on Sunday. But you have a blessed day in Jesus' name.